Alright gang, we're back again, but this time, I'm not gonna lie, this is a bit of a different one. I felt like making a different video recently. So I know typically I do loads of Halo videos, a bit of everything else every now and then, and you see me doing some weird and wacky things, shouting at the screen when I'm playing fucking awful at the game. This time I wanted to do something a bit different, and because I'm doing something a bit different this time, I've even got a bit of paperwork this time to get the job done. First of all, what I do want to say though is thank you to everyone who has subscribed to me so far, because honestly, without you guys, I wouldn't even be here doing this. So it does mean so much to me to have 75 of you now actually, as of this point, subscribe to my channel, and that may not seem like much to many people, but to me that means the world. I never thought I'd even get 10. So to have this many, I think it's been at least 6 or 7 months now since I started doing this, it's amazing. And when I say this is amazing, I mean like, I was just making this just for fun for me, and I thought, I'll wear a mask so I can express who I am without having to worry about people finding out, people laughing, people, just making assumptions. And I thought, I'll just do this for fun for me so I can express who I am and get to know people with like-minded mindsets who are just as wacky as I am, and also who has a love for the games I play. So far, I found quite a few of you, and I'm really happy about that. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far. You guys are everything to me, and it makes such a difference to just my outlook on life these days. I'm feeling so much better myself because now I have 75 of you to thank for that. So thank you. I also kind of wanted to take this time to be a bit more open with all of you, to let you know why I do this now, and I know I've tapped into that a little bit already. But the reason why I love doing this is because I just have such a passion for gaming, and I really enjoy connecting with new people. I'm not very good at socialising with people I don't know, and I do struggle with that, but reaching out to people who have the same kind of mindset as me and have the similar kind of interests, it means so much to me. And I think, and I hope that you guys probably feel the same way too, so it would be nice to kind of see that flourish as time goes on. So something I learned from a very young age is I've always absolutely loved gaming. So the first time I ever played a video game, I think the first game I ever played was a game called Ninja Boy on the Game Boy. And that thing, I'll tell you now, that thing was class. Playing that in the car at night time was insanely difficult, but I'll tell you what, I was committed to the cause. I was going to play that bad boy and move every time I was underneath the streetlight. That thing was class. There's probably going to be people here who have no idea what I'm on about now, talking about playing a game with the streetlights overhead. The thing is, it's not just the gaming as well. I've always considered myself to be quite a creative person, and even though it's only in video form for most of this, I really enjoy it. I love editing the stuff together, adding in some memes, some stupid sounds. I love being an idiot as well. I just love doing stupid things and not having people look at me funny or maybe question why I'm being the way I am. And I feel like on YouTube, doing this, that people are either going to like it or they're not. And the people who like it, that you are my kind of people. You're my guys. You're my guys and gals. You're my gang. It means a lot to me because I've never felt like I fit in anywhere, and now I have 75 people that prove me wrong. But it's not just that as well. I really enjoy making the thumbnails. I know they're quite simple, and quite a lot of the time it's just me stamping my mask on top of a picture, but I really enjoy it. It allows me to kind of feel like I'm really there in these videos I'm making, because I get to put my own mask as like a stamp on this game and say, I'm part of this, this is my experience, and I want you there for it. I want you there to be with me. If I could stamp all your faces, I would, but I don't think I've got the time to do that between videos, if I'm honest. What I have found, though, is since starting back in February sometime, I believe, it's been quite the learning curve. So anyone who is considering doing YouTube, these are things that I've struggled with, and I just wanted to point out. So YouTube, for one, is one of those things where no one gives you an instruction manual or a guidebook. There are videos online, people tell you what you can and can't do, but there's so many out there. I'm just pissing in the wind at this point talking about this, so I'm dropping my paperwork. If there are people who do want to know about this stuff, I'm more than happy to explain and share what I know, because to me, knowledge is power, and the more people know, the better. YouTube doesn't tell you that consistency is key. Now, there are some people out there who've been doing this for years, and they might have 100, 200 subscribers potentially. I've only got 75, so I could just be talking at my ass. But there are people out there who have been making content for years and have probably been struggling, but haven't realised that the reason why is because the algorithm isn't pushing their content, and that is the most important part to anyone who's a new YouTube content creator. I myself have learned by using things like ChatGPT, and I'm telling you now, anyone who has it and is looking to start YouTube, it is so helpful. You wouldn't believe it. I didn't realise how much I'd learned from playing around with YouTube, working out what kind of videos can work and what can't, copyright issues. I've started to bump into a lot of it. I've probably only tipped the iceberg, but these are the early start things you start picking up on. And it is a real challenge wrapping your head around these things. I definitely have struggled quite a bit. But what YouTube doesn't tell you is that the algorithm is the most important thing on YouTube, other than your subscriber base and your viewers. Because without keeping the algorithm happy, you don't get any of those other things. So a content creator is both at the mercy of YouTube and the people who watch it. Now, that's not a bad thing. For the people who are watching, every content creator needs you. We all need you. I need you guys, because without you, my videos just kind of fall on deaf ears. I'll watch it myself and I'll enjoy it, laugh at my own jokes, but I create this for people to watch, and without the algorithm working in my favour, people like you guys can't find this stuff. Anyone who subscribe, you'll always see my content. I'm so appreciative for it, but to find new people is the greatest challenge of all. So, to anyone who is starting out on YouTube, YouTube Shorts are your best friend. The algorithm works very strongly with that, and if you can upload a YouTube Short every 2 days, roughly, I'd say 1 to 2 days, it will keep the algorithm happy. It won't necessarily give you a breakout video. You might break out into the greatest thing in the world, but it will keep it happy and keep your content fresh and push it more towards the front of the line. Not the very front, but it'll be up there somewhere. So it's more likely to be noticed. Another thing as well is OBS. That's the system I use for creating my content. It's what I'm using right now, and it does have a learning curve. Again, there's no instruction manual. It's just something that's there, it's free, and it's great. It's very good for recording content. Very good for kind of monitoring things, making sure everything's set right, but the way that most content creators use it is you have to actually download some plugins, I believe. This is what I've had to do, because up until now, I've been creating content by recording on OBS with a capture card. I've been recording my voice with Microsoft's voice recorder, and I have been recording the video footage typically with my iPad. And what I've had to do is count myself in, going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and counting myself in so that then I can match up my audio with the camera. Then I'd have to go left, right, or up, down on the gameplay to match up with me speaking. And that may sound like a really small thing, but that does actually take up quite a bit of time in the beginning of the editing process. Cutting all that out can make such a difference, but learning how to get OBS to both simultaneously record your microphone, your gameplay and your camera, but all extract as separate things, is a bit of a headache. If you couldn't tell by my recent post, I was ready to just end it all, throw the PC out the window, because it was infuriating. I finally got to the bottom of it. If you guys need help, there is plugins on the outline. There is plugins out there to get this all sorted, and it makes such a difference. I haven't worked at streaming yet. I do have something potentially in the works soon, but that all depends on my timeline. Another one of those tools I use, especially for my thumbnails, is because I have an iPad, I have an app called Procreate, which, if any of you know what that is, it's a really handy tool to have. And if any of you are even slightly artistic or just have an idea that you want to change, it's so useful. I have been using that exclusively for every single one of my thumbnails, and it makes such a difference. I think trying to do it on Paint on my PC or anything else would just be such an effort. But that kind of software makes such a difference to creating a decent thumbnail, copying and pasting things. It is something I'd highly recommend. I believe it's something around £5 or maybe a bit more, depending on your currency, on the App Store. It might have changed since I bought it, I don't know, but it is a very useful tool to have. So if you happen to own a tablet that can have Procreate on it, I would highly recommend that for your thumbnails, because you can just add so much more to it. It brings so much more life to your thumbnails and it stands out more. Mine might not be the best, but I've gone for a certain style and I really like doing it, and I'm quite enjoying that. Plus it means I can draw some absolutely stupid nonsense and put it all over there and try and sneak in some things that you guys won't see. So keep an eye out on that. Keep an eye out. You might see some silly things. The thing is, I also really love learning and experimenting with things on YouTube. I really like just trying out new things on the stuff I edit with, because I use CapCut for editing because it's free. On PC it's actually not too bad. I haven't seen any other software to use. I'm sure there is probably better stuff out there that people use, and people will why on earth are you using CapCut, and just scream at me internally, or in the comments by all means. If you think I'm doing something that I should be doing better somewhere else, let me know and I'll do my best. But that's what I've been using primarily, and it does do the job. But as it's free, a lot of the editing software, effects, transitions, it's all behind the paywall. So I think over time, if I end up If I end up being really successful on here, which I really hope I will because I don't plan on stopping, then I will look into those things because then I can create better content for you guys. But as an early content creator, it's a slow burn. I'll do what I can and try and get it out there for you because I want to make the best content for you guys, but I am limited to my funds. I am poor and I need money.
Money!
Which is actually another thing, because when people talk about YouTube, no one actually explains how you actually make money from it. And currently right now, I will make diddly squat, and I think any content creator that is below 1,000 will be in the exact same boat as me. People who are at 500 might... Oh, God. People who are at 500 may potentially be eligible to earn money and may get some sponsorships, or maybe people have looked elsewhere. I don't know about that stuff yet, and it's stuff I've got to learn. It's out there, but anyone below 1,000 subscribers won't even be looking at making money, and won't even be considered for it, because that's where YouTube's bottom line is. The bottom line is 1,000 subs with half a dozen views on videos in watch time, and I think it's something like, is it 2 million or 2 billion views on shorts within a certain time frame. So it is quite a target to achieve, and I'd love to achieve it just to say I've done it, not to say I can earn money now. 1,000 subscribers is actually quite a bit. I think that's quite impressive, and I'd love to be able to achieve that. I want to make that journey with all of you. So you guys who are here now are the ones who you've stuck with me from the beginning, and you're going to be the ones who probably stick with me the longest. So I'd really like to reach that and get there with you guys, because you're the ones who are truly supporting me on this. The thing is though, I'm actually really passionate about gaming as a whole, if you couldn't already tell. All of my content is to do with gaming, and I just love it. I absolutely love it. I've been playing for so many years, and I went to college and studied games development. Now, I only studied for 2 years, and I didn't go much further than that. I think it gives me a bit of general knowledge, but nothing extravagant. I don't work for Blizzard, so we'll leave it there. I'm no pro. But I know, like, the bare minimum. I know that there's, modeling software. I know things like Unity, Blender, that kind of stuff. And there used to be an art program called GIMP, which ended up being so successful they got paid for it now. But that's part of why I like doing all the thumbnails as well. And I'll tell you what, Bob Ross before bed on YouTube. I'll tell you what, that'll send you to sleep. That guy is the softest voice you've ever heard. It's beautiful, and even those brush strokes, sends me to bed with semi. Fucking love it. I couldn't recommend anything more. The thing I do want to address though, the elephant in the room, is why my content has been a bit slow recently. So, unfortunately at the moment, I am in between moving house. I'm in a house where I bought it with my previous partner and things went sour. Now, these things happen, but I'm at the point now where I just want to kind of get out of here and start my next chapter, because that has not been a good chapter of my life, and it's been something that's been ongoing because of this house, which has kept things tense, we'll say. So in these last few months, I've had a lot of things going on where the house I'm in right now, it's been a very, very long process. I'm now working up the new challenges of dealing with owning a house and buying an onward purchase of another house by myself, which is quite scary if you've never done that before. I'm not as capable as many other people would be in these situations, so I'm doing my best, but I feel I'm very out of my depth, and I feel like I'm stuck in this void where nothing is changing and everything is tense and difficult. Because this house is still co-owned with my previous partner, there has been some tense situations which I won't go too into depth on, but I think I've reached my limit where things have become a lot and it has affected me drastically, which is why I haven't been uploading as much recently, and I'm really sorry for that, because the last thing I want to do is let you guys down. I really enjoy making this content. I want to get it out there, but unfortunately I've had a lot of things happen which has caused me to struggle recently. I just want to kind of say, this is what I want to do full time. I want to do YouTube and make content for you guys and enjoy the stuff with you as like just something I want to do going forward. As I'm sure many of you have this issue in your own lives, my job doesn't challenge me. I don't feel respected or appreciated in my workplace, and I'm working a job which is a dead-end career. Now, there may be other ways I can do things and change my career, but that's not what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about this. I am passionate about making content for you guys, having such a good laugh, being an absolute idiot, and meeting all you guys along the way. I'd love to have like a proper gaming session with all of you. I would really enjoy that. Nothing would make me happier, because I truly want to connect with people who are like-minded like me, and just have a good time and enjoy myself. That's the main thing that I'm focused on. I just want to enjoy making content, enjoying life, and enjoying it with you guys. I want to be with you along the whole journey, and I really enjoy this. It's amazing. I never thought I'd enjoy this as much as I have, but I feel like myself when I do this, and wearing this mask ironically makes me feel more like me than what I do without it. So I want to keep doing this as long as I can. Making YouTube content recently has been a lot of what's kept me going. It's been really important to me to do all this, and it's a newfound passion, and I have a love for it, I really do. And it's been some of my really core followers, and I say followers because I have subscribers, but I've had some truly major standouts who've always been there to comment on my videos and engage in the conversation. So Narendra, you've been such a help to me so far. You might already know how much that means, but I truly appreciate everything you comment on there, because it makes such a difference. It really does. It keeps the algorithm happy, and I just genuinely like talking to you because it's nice to talk about these things. It's nice to meet people who are just as passionate as I am, and the same goes for the Noble too. I've seen you guys make content as well. If you guys don't know them, it's a pair of buddies who make Halo content, a bit like mine, a bit more streamlined than mine because I take a ridiculous time to edit things. But you commenting on my videos as well, showing that encouragement and support has really, really meant a lot to me. So thank you so much for doing that. I really, really appreciate it. But ultimately, my goal with YouTube is not just to connect with you guys and to make content. I want to try and make some form of difference. I want to feel like I have some form of purpose. And I know that might be just a pipe dream, but if I can at least change someone's day and make someone smile for 10 seconds, that means everything. That just doing that alone, if I can help one person just smile, then it's worth it. All of this is worth it. Wearing this mask, sweating like you've never seen, it makes it worth it. All these little things that I might struggle with, all the hardships in life, everything else going on, if I can make one person smile for 10 seconds, then it's all worth it. Now, I know I've talked for a long time, so I'll keep it short and sweet now, as short as I can. Thank you all for supporting me as much as you have already. I know it's 75 subscribers, that may not seem like a lot, but you 75 subscribers have been so helpful, and I really wish I could show you that in some way or form. I hope to thank you in one way or another in the future. We're at 75 now. We're going to get to 100 soon, and I'll make another video then, similar to this. But again, thank you all so much. I appreciate all of you. I hope you remain part of the gang, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!